Hello, Repo Gadgets here. Doing chicken cacciatore, Texas style. I got my chicken going. Just basic chicken. I'll be adding the ingredients and just watch me closely. Okay, chicken side. Add a little bit of salt, just table salt. Black pepper. And garlic salt. You don't want to add too much table salt to this. And you'll see why here in a few minutes. I got my noodles already boiled and ready to go. I chopped up some celery and some onions, grated some cheese, just American cheese, and some mozzarella. And I used Velveeta cheese. I know it's expensive, very expensive, but it's necessary. This was a huge seller at my restaurant. I'm talking huge. One of those non-stop recipes that you have to keep making over and over and over and over and over in a restaurant because people want that. That's what they want. This is very easy to make, even though it's not cheap. It really isn't cheap. I use enchilada mix. That's about 2 tablespoons or so. This stuff used to fly out of my restaurant like crazy. Huge, huge money maker. Right now I'm just kind of chopping it up. Chopping up the chicken. I'd do this on a cutting board before I fried it, but too much cleanup. And I have to stand here and watch this stuff anyway. So I do it this way. You don't have to be perfect. Just try and follow my directions as close as you can. You'll be alright. Turn my fire down. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing. Gotta do a bell pepper. Chop up the bell pepper real quick. Wash this thing off. About a half a bell pepper. If you have time, this is a very good meal to do. And the money. Does take quite a bit of money. It's well worth it. Okay, it's just about done right now. I am going to add just a very little of this red chili powder. Very little. Don't need much. Teeny weeny sprinkle. Now, I don't edit my videos, but I had to get this one started or it would just take too much time. Of videotaping, that is. There's nothing worse than watching water boil. Or chicken fry. Unless you're hungry. Look at that. Make you go home and slap your mama. I know, I usually cook poor man's food. But this time I kind of splurged on myself. Or for myself, I should say. Splurged on myself. Boy, that sounds like a dirty ass porno. Sorry, kids. Okay, right now I'm going to add the onions, the celery, and the bell pepper. Get that nice and soft. I don't measure anything, everything's all mixed up anyway. You just take your best guess and go at it. There's no such thing as overdoing the bell pepper or overdoing the celery or whatever. It's all going to turn out good. I guarantee it. I guarantee. Yep, right now I'm just softening up the vegetables. The bake time will take care of the rest, which is about, I'd say 30 minutes bake time. And always make sure your chicken is completely done. And if you cook as long as I do and I have, you know exactly when it's done. Oh yeah, ready for the so-called special ingredients. This cream of chicken, the best kind of cream of chicken. About half a can. Oh, Velveeta cheese. Plenty of it. Don't forget it. Velveeta cheese holds a lot of salt, so remember that when you add salt to this. You want to add very, very little salt. Very little. Just enough to dry out that chicken so the Velveeta cheese will soak into the meat. Turns it into somewhat of a casserole. Except it tastes so good. Like I said, people can't get enough of it, really. Like all my dishes. Anything I make, people go crazy for. Even when I'm drunk off my ass, I make something, people go nuts over it. And right now I'm just melting the cheese. Now the way I'm going to do the casserole bit, I tried to look for it on the internet. Nobody does it the way I do it. So, this is basically a new recipe. Mine took me years of practice to do this. As long as you're not cheap with your ingredients on this dish, it's going to come out very good. Now the rest of the cheeses that I grated, they're going to go on top. Now there's a trick to doing this. I'll show you here in a second. That's done. Take a little bit, get your pan ready, take a little bit and spread it on the bottom. That way, when you put in the noodles, you don't have burnt noodles on the bottom. You do this with pretty much every casserole and every, well, anything with noodles you do this to, like lasagnas. Mexican casseroles. You have to do it with Mexican casseroles too, or the tortillas will burn on the bottom. You take some noodles, a little weight. Take some noodles, spread them out there. Now you see these noodles are only partially done. They're not all the way done. That's because I gotta bake this stuff. Okay, so I only put about half the noodles in there. Got it nice and layered out. Take some of this. Just kind of spread it out. Basically about half the pan I used. And then do the rest of the noodles. I know every cook out there is going, oh my God, what the hell is that? But once you put this stuff in your mouth, you're gonna go home and slap your mama for not cooking so good. I've been doing this forever. Cooking, it is donuts. And donuts was my first. I think I was 6. Okay, cleared up that pan. Now time for cheese. That mozzarella, just medium cheddar. All those flavors will come together. And don't worry about boil over because this won't. Okay, well that's done for the oven, so it takes about 30, 35, maybe 40 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. It'll be alright. Get your oven set at 350 and hope for the best. Don't burn your house down, please. Boy, that would hurt my feelings. So, that's a money maker out there. Just to give you the heads up, you're not going to have leftovers.